The following video provides a demonstration of the operation and maintenance requirements for the Genair mobile unit. To assist the first-time user, initial startup and shutdown instructions have been placed on the driver's side sun visor for the operator to review before using the equipment. Prior to operating the unit, it is critical that you have read, understood, and are in compliance with all national, state, and company safety regulations relating to the safe operation of your vehicle. It is also important that you adhere to and are properly using the personal protection equipment provided for you. When you arrive at the job site, park the vehicle on a stable level surface. This will enable an accurate reading of the compressor fluid level using the sight glass and ensure that the fluid cooling and separation systems operate properly. Place the vehicle in park and set the parking brake. For vehicles with air brakes, ensure that they are engaged. Place all required safety cones, warning signs, or placards before operating any company equipment. This information is provided on the inside panel of the hose reel cabinet. The air compressor system is powered by the vehicle's engine through a power takeoff or PTO mounted on this side of the transmission. The engine must be running before attempting to engage the air compressor system. For vehicles with glow plugs, it is necessary to wait until the glow plug signal has dimmed before proceeding to crank the engine. This is particularly important in cold weather starting conditions. Your system is equipped with the ThermalGuard Weather Protection Kit. This kit utilizes the vehicle's warm engine coolant to preheat the compressor oil and regulators to prevent oil starvation and freeze-ups during extreme cold conditions, while also aiding in the elimination of moisture in extreme heat. There's nothing you'll have to do to initiate this feature, as it will come on automatically when you start the vehicle's engine. With the vehicle safely parked and the engine running, you will need to do the following before operating the system. Check the compressor oil level at the compressor sight glass. The proper oil level will be in the middle of the glass. Never check the compressor oil level when the compressor is running. If the compressor has been running, turn the compressor off and wait for at least 5 minutes before checking the oil level in the sight glass. Never attempt to fill the compressor fluid system without first eliminating all air pressure within the system. If the oil level is low, add the appropriate Vanguard oil at the fill port. Fill the compressor with the appropriate Vanguard compressor oil in small amounts, allowing the fluid to settle before adding more. Stop when the fluid level reaches the middle of the sight glass. Locate the compressor oil cooler. If the cooler is mounted externally, no action is needed. If the cooler is mounted internally, as with this unit, the back doors will need to be opened and secured before operating the system. There are 3 service valves within the hose reel cabinet: the test port valve, the 1/4-inch hose valve, and the 3/4-inch hose valve. Ensure that each service valve is in the closed position. For the units with dual pressure systems, place the dual pressure toggle switch to the low pressure setting before starting or stopping the Genair system. This switch is typically located next to or near the generator breaker box. Disconnect any power cables from the electrical outlets. Make sure that the generator switch has been turned off and all circuit breakers are in the off position. Close and latch the panel door. At this point, it's safe to start the Genair system. The air compressor system is operated by the VTEC 2 Total Electronic Control Display Unit. The VTEC 2 provides continuous system operating conditions, displays faults and warnings when appropriate, and reminds the operator of these conditions while the system is running. The VTEC 2 display is mounted on the inside of the vehicle's cab. The controller is powered by turning on the vehicle. The vehicle has to be running to operate the controller. As the VTEC 2 powers up, the system will run through a series of diagnostic checks. If your system is in need of items like compressor oil or needs yearly maintenance, it is during this initial startup that these indicators will be displayed. Your system comes with the fail-safe dual sensor redundancy system. You may see Check Thermistor Primary or Check Pressure Transducer on your display. If so, the VTEC will detect this and transition automatically using the secondary system. Should this occur, You will be able to continue to work without any downtime interruption, but you should replace the primary sensor once back at your service location. Your ultrasonic oil sensor may display a check oil level. Should this occur, it is recommended to check your sight glass and add the appropriate Vanguard compressor oil in small amounts. Stop when the fluid level reaches the middle of the sight glass. Press the Comp On button to activate the PTO and engage the air compressor system. The PTO will engage and the engine RPMs will increase to the program's minimum operating speed. The system uses the vehicle's variable RPMs to distribute the air power you need, depending on the demand of air pressure needed at that time. If you're using air tools, pull the appropriate air hose from the hose reel. Attach the air tool or device to the air hose, ensuring that the hose coupling has been set and locked. Ensure that there are no devices plugged into any of the electrical outlets. Open the generator panel door and turn the generator switch to the on position. Turn all of the breakers to the on position as well. Now, close and secure the panel door. You may now plug in your electrical tools or devices and operate them. Note that while you may operate both the air and electrical systems at the same time, there is a safety in place that puts the electrical requirements of the generator and its safety above the air compressor operation. The safety will stop air production to protect the generator. Warning: at this point, the operator should wait until the system temperature is above 170 degrees before operating any service valves. Look at your VTEC 2 display for this temperature indicator. Slowly open the service air valve. Quickly flipping the service valve open will cause a rapid discharge of air from the separator tank and may damage the separator element. When you're finished on the job site, shutting the system down requires a few simple steps. Turn off all electrical devices and disconnect these from the outlets. Turn the generator switch to the off position and flip all the breakers to the off position. Close and secure the control panel door. Turn the dual air pressure toggle switch to the low pressure setting. Close all service valves and disconnect all air tools. And finally, press the Comp Off button on the VTEC 2 display panel. This will disengage the PTO and remove power from the air compressor. The VTEC 2 display is still powered, but the system is no longer active. If you plan to restart the system, wait at least 2 minutes before engaging the PTO. The following maintenance or service intervals are required to keep the compressor and its components in good operating condition and to maintain the unit's warranty. Note that dirty operating conditions, as well as contamination in the compressor oil, will make it necessary to shorten these intervals. Take the time to inspect the air filter, oil level, and fluid condition during your standard vehicle pre-trip inspection. These simple steps should catch potential problems before they occur and prohibit many costly repairs. Not included on the VTEC 2 display, but critical to perform yearly, is the inspection of any mounted cooler and to clean if necessary. At the same time, you should clean the scavenge line assembly, orifice, and filter screen on the air-oil separator tank should you believe you have an oil carryover situation. Your prompt response to these service intervals, as well as your daily inspections, will enable you to enjoy the benefits of a well-maintained, reliable working vehicle. If you have any questions, service, comments, or concerns, please contact your nearest service location or call Vanair at 1-844-826-7378 for further assistance.